We're on with Jayson Nielson from the SPPL. Jayson, how are you doing? You made it past event number 1.
Yeah, well, thanks for having me back. It's good to be back. I appreciate it, and the event went well. It was a great event, so we're excited.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, we got some footage and also some great audio interviews back and forth. Of course, no event goes off without a hitch because that would be unprecedented. Maddie Marshall and I talked about it when we were trying to do a webcast of the World Cup series, and of course, everything that could go wrong did. The weather, technical, people, emotional, everything. And he said they're vengeful paintball gods. And he swore one day that we would get together and we would write a horrible dramatic opera about the whole thing, because only an opera could truly condense in the raw emotion that happens while trying to put on a paintball event. Do you think that would be appropriate?
Yeah, I hadn't thought about it that way, but I'm going to probably steal that as my own now, because sometimes it really is a drama, So, I like that. That's good.
Very cool. Well, tell us about the event, good, bad, ugly, and different from your side of the rope, as it were. How do you think it went? I mean, you said it went great, but, every event is a learning experience. One of the old quotes is that the day you stop learning is the day you die. And, of course, coming on with that into the paintball world, putting on an event, even if you think you know everything, there's new players, new technology, new things to just come and throw you for a complete and total loop. Did anything like that happen this time, or was it pretty much okay? The vengeful paintball guys were messing with the SPPL instead that weekend or something.
Yeah, no, it was a great event. We did have a couple of challenges, which I'll get into, but it was great in the sense that the players all seemed to have a good time. The sportsmanship, which is the kind of hallmark of the SPPL, was evident, which is great. And then the level of play and competition is outstanding. The venue was great. Our sponsors were great. The downside, the big one at this one, and so other than that, most things didn't surprise me. But the thing that really caught us off guard here was our paint. We had a huge paint issue. And so that was kind of the bummer for this event. So since the event, I've been working on getting that resolved so that it won't happen again. And so I've got some news on that I can announce when you'd like me to.
Wait, got a drum roll.
What's that? Oh, you're ready. Okay, great.
I haven't been practicing with, rock bands, so my drum skills aren't all they could be.
Okay, that was off a little bit. Hey, I was wondering what you were hitting there, and then watching you, I'm like, what's he doing? He's like going into a seizure. So basically, I've been working with ProCaps since the event ended. Obviously, very disappointed in the paint, to say the least. It's probably the worst paint I've ever seen. But they want to stand by their product, and obviously they feel bad that there was, occasionally they'll get a bad batch or something will go out and there's a problem. So what they're offering to do is they will actually be calling every one of the captains at this event and apologizing to them directly.
Wow. And
then they will also be giving a credit towards the next event that a team participates in to compensate them. So if there was a silver lining, everybody was shooting the same paint. It wasn't the straightest paint, but it didn't seem like it was breaking in the ball, in people's guns or anything like that. But I appreciate the fact that ProCaps is stepping up and realizing kind of a difficult situation that they put us in, and so they're going to step up and help us out. And they'll be giving a credit, so they'll be talking to the captains, and then I'll be getting some information out to the captains at that event with information on discounts for the next event that they attend.
That is.
So I think that's great.
That's absolutely bitchin'. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's really cool.
I mean, usually they can go, well, what do you want us to do? You're like, well, you could give us a disc. Oh, what do you want us to do? Well, you can. Oh, what do you want? But okay, fine, never mind. But now they really came to bat for you guys, because it's. Do you guys have, you think, a little bit of weight in the industry to go, hey, do you know who he is? We're not some little regional thing. We the SPPL, yo. Come on. So you piss off us? You see all these daggers behind me?
Yeah, I would love to think that we had a little bit of weight. I'd probably be kind of cocky to think that was all it. But I think the main thing, too, is it's just a good business decision for ProCaps. Obviously, everybody, I think everybody thinks paint sucks. I don't think anyone's ever opened a box of paint where they say it's the greatest paint. But this stuff had some real issues. This was more than the dimple from the ball that it was sitting on, okay?
Yeah.
And so I really appreciate the fact that they're stepping up. It means a lot. I've tried to be, what's the word,
fair and balanced.
Loyal, to ProCaps over the years. They have sponsored the league and supported it with paint the last 4 years, or excuse me, 3 rather. Well, this is the 4th year. And so I appreciate that. And so when they come up to the plate like that and say, hey, it was a bad batch, there was nothing we could do about it at that time. There's no way to get you any more paint out there, but here's what we're going to do in the future. I think that says a lot. And I appreciate it that they do take us serious enough to offer that. So that's really huge on their part.
That's absolutely amazing. It does make them look good, and it makes you look good, and everybody wants to go around and share the love, because especially in an industry like this where money's tight, it makes you feel good that you had a great turnout. How many teams did you guys have coming out?
We had 14.
Nice.
So this economy, first event of the year, I can't complain. I'm ecstatic. So.
That's great, especially because that's the first event out of all these others. You've got, half a dozen events spread out around the country, and people to make it out here in Vegas in this economy with all that going on, and then say, well, we thought we might have done better, but the paint was really shitty, and they go, oh, well, I guess that's it for SPPL, and you go, whoa, hey guys, don't worry, we got your back here. And then ProCaps go, hey, yeah, we got your back too. And that's really great. Hopefully more people will know that, you take care of your folks that are more apt to come back and help you out, which is this beautiful kumbaya sort of thing going.
Yeah. And I feel like, I had, I don't think there was anyone that didn't have a problem with the paint. But I had a couple of individuals in particular that were really upset, and they said, hey, what are you going to do? And, at the time, well, what can I do? I can't order more paint. It's not going to get here in time. There are teams that have spent tons of money to get here. I can't send them home. So we just kind of have to deal with it. But as a player and then, as a promoter and then, trying to run a business, I know that it really sucks when you get a raw deal and just leaving and saying, hey, guys, I appreciate you, but sorry, thanks for supporting us, but there's not a darn thing I could do about you. I didn't like that either. So I'm glad the ProCaps offered to do this for us. That really helped us out. Because I do. In this economy, it's tough. And so when players come out and support us, I appreciate that, and I want the players to know that I'm going to go fight for them so that they feel like they really are getting their money's worth when they come to our events.
Very cool. Well, the scores are up on playSPPL.com for the first event. Now, what is next on the board for you and for the SPPL?
Our next event is going to be in low country paintball rather in Georgia. This will be the 4th year that we've had an event there. Great fields, one of my favorite fields. Also, Billy Smith, the owner down there, he is one of the rare field owners who really gets the players and really tries to help players have a great experience at his field. So he does a fantastic job. So glad to be going back there. He never disappoints us. And that is going to be the 4th and 5th of April. So that'll be another great event. That's always a good event every year for us, one I look forward to on the schedule.
Absolutely beautiful. That's just right around the corner too. So there's literally no rest for the wicked. You just turn one out and you're back on the road for another one, huh?
Yeah, they did. At the end of the year, I was thinking in October, like, I got a little break here, and all of a sudden last week, I'm thinking, wow, 5 months really flew by, unbelievable. Or is that 4? I don't know. Maybe it's my bad math that makes it go by even faster. But nonetheless, yeah, they do come up pretty quick. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we do. So can't complain too much.
It's a working man's